Hello and welcome to the first best of 5 of this evening. We're on Defender's Landing, spawning to the bottom left-hand corner in teal, playing Zerg for Myrisk, and Germany, it's Schnubiiii. And to the top right, in yellow, playing Zerg for EESC, and Spain, it's Sitaska, who's already going for a very quick extractor here and an even quicker pool. So, going for great aggression on this map, which is kinda logical, kind of a no-brainer, since this is the map with the shortest rush distances. If we just have a look from one ramp to the other, there's this entrance, and then you can just walk through this debris, and then walk through this debris here in the middle, and then you are already inside the natural base of your opponent and inside the main. Very short rush distances. If you want to avoid overlords, you may as well even take one of those ramps down here, or this ramp down here, and then you can just enter the opponent's base using this ramp over here. Schnubiiii goes for a hatch after pool, so at least she will be able to produce some lings and a queen early on, but her gas is delayed by quite a bit because of that early hatchery here. So Sitaska will actually have the possibility to pressure with early lings and early speed, way earlier than that of her opponents. So taking another hatchery, which she will probably never ever saturate, it's just there for the lava, and maybe if the aggression does not kinda work out, or is just dealing so and so much damage before she finally has to retreat, she will always have the possibility to make some drones and somehow save the game for her. So the first few lings are already out. Overlord is not yet in position, but might actually be able to see those lings here. Let's see, there they are, first few lings, other few lings. Okay, now Sitaska moves out. Schnubiiii should have seen all of these yellow dots moving across the map, so she should react to it somehow by building some lings for now. Only 2 so far, probably does not have enough lava right now. Okay, there's the another lava inject, so there is some lava down here in order to produce lings. Now 6 lings are in the making. We already have 4 lings out here, but the lings will soon arrive inside Schnubiii's base, and here they are. So the first engagement we already have, it's 8 lings to the 4, no, maybe 5 of Schnubiiii here. 2 of these lings already attacking the base, but Schnubiiii now has sufficient forces in order to drive those away. Seems as if Sitaska actually really only wanted to deal some initial damage and is now trying to drone up her natural base. Don't really know if that is the best idea, but the lings having the speed upgrade way before her opponent now can even take out a few of these lings that are standing alone. Now Sitaska trying to get down this queen, but does not manage to do so. More and more lings incoming for Schnubiiii, and Sitaska will have to retreat for now, even letting this first little ling killed. And Schnubiiii, actually, I feel, should just try to take advantage of the situation. She has a hell of a lot of lings. Might actually be expecting Sitaska to send in some more lings, which Sitaska actually does, but she doesn't have a baneling nest yet. Schnubiiii has already started her baneling nest and is now putting the queen in between the baneling nest and the hatchery, so it will be more difficult for lings to surround. Could actually use this queen in order to drive away that overlord, but not right now, since more and more forces are attacking, but Schnubiiii has way more than enough forces in order to hold tight for now. In the meantime, Sitaska even going for a greedy third right behind it. Overlord of Schnubiiii sees that. Again, some units remain, but now Schnubiiii has speed of her own. 36 of 36 supply. If we have a look at the army count, actually Sitaska has a little bit more with the lings that now come in. It actually looks way more for Schnubiiii here with all these lings with wings, but okay, now the big engagement is happening. Sitaska seems to barely get the upper hand here. Schnubiiii trying to morph some banelings, unfortunately right inside of Sitaska. Yes, Sitaska now tries to tear those down with the lings. More and more lings of Schnubiiii actually die. Schnubiiii producing more and more lings, but so does Sitaska. The third hatch will actually finish in just a little bit, and now Sitaska going for the counter attack. Some of these banelings are morphing, but they will not have finished when the lings arrive. Actually, this is just a little bit of a choke point here. Sitaska does not really want to engage into this. Will give Schnubiiii enough time in order to get her banelings done. So for now, she's safe. Queen breakdancing here because of that ling down here that's always trying to get through this queen, but just cannot. And now the army of Schnubiiii seems to be moving once more across the map, but we have a big yellow dot of Sitaska incoming. Seems as if Sitaska actually wants to kind of move in, tries to snipe these banelings with a few links here from the left and from the right, but it's still a very huge force there for Schnubiiii, and Sitaska has to be very careful. One decisive baneling hit could just end this game immediately, but there, good move by Sitaska, just separating two links from her army, making them run straight into the banelings, taking them out. Still superior forces there for Schnubiiii, so now Schnubiiii tries to get once more into the natural base, sees that the third base is already up and will try to take it down, while in the meantime Sitaska is trying to transition into roaches while Schnubiiii is attacking the hatchery. Most of the links try to take out the remaining forces of Schnubiiii. Will actually succeed in doing so, almost. So Schnubiiii takes down the third base, but has lost almost all of her links in the attempt. And roaches now out on the map. Sitaska again being very aggressive. We only have a few links for Schnubiiii and more banelings incoming, but of course the roaches will buffer for the links quite nicely here. Sitaska even sending forth a few links, just trying to scout everything in the meantime, sending the links across every possible path in order to check whether there may be some hidden expansions somewhere, but there are not. A little bit of an okayish baneling hit there, but of course now the roaches come in. All of the banelings unfortunately even explode into the roaches, and now it's only roachling against pureling for Schnubiiii here. Will she be able to just barely hold her own? Roachworm is not far from gone, but that is just the overwhelming force, and Sitaska takes the first map. Welcome to Odyssey. We have Schnubiiii to the bottom right and Sitaska to the top left, who managed to get a quick win out of the first map by going for quick link speed and overwhelming her opponent with roaches afterwards. Just a small force of roaches. This time around it seems as if Sitaska wants to go for a hatch first. Same thing as Schnubiiii, I think, because Schnubiiii really likes her hatch first openings, except on Defender's Landing, where she built a spawning pool in advance. A wise decision, I think. And even this time around in ZvZ, she does not want to play too risky, places the pool in a way that you can always put a queen in between the pool and the hatchery, so it will be more difficult for links to surround the queen. So the queen will endure a little bit longer throughout a fight and will give you the possibility to just maybe get the little bit extra additional little bit of extra damage out in order to survive a little bit longer, or maybe even turn the fight into your favor. So extractor right behind it. We have the hatchery still in production, as same as the spawning pool. The extractor is already done for Sitaska. She took the extractor first, wants to have her build line up quite nicely once the spawning pool pops, because when it pops there will be 100 or even more than 100 gas available, so that you will be able to start speed right away, while Schnubiiii will have to wait a little bit longer for the 100 gas to come up. And there it is, speed already in the making. First queen down here, second queen probably down here in just a few seconds. No, actually Sitaska going for a lot of Zerglings once more, wants to be aggressive, so of course with all the minerals being spent on Zerglings, she does not really have enough resources anymore in order to produce a second queen. Does not actually even need it if she wants to go more all in. Actually rallies a lot of her links to the back of her base, sending only 2 links and another 2 across the map, so that Schnubiiii might actually even think that this is just some soft pressure here, while the rest of the forces are being gathered back here for the ultimate all-in. So let's see how this is going to work out. We already have 4 Zerglings out for Schnubiiii as well. 4 Zerglings and the Queen should suffice in order to take out these guys here. Okay, Sitaska actually wanted to send in this 1 link, but it does not get through as well as the second one, maybe. Yes, okay, second one at least gets inside the base. But still, the more problematic part for Schnubiiii will be that there's a big quick all-in planned right behind this. 8 more links in production. The Overlord does not see anything, only sees that there is a little drone over here producing. Another 4 links streaming across the map, and there's the rest of the all-in now streaming across the map. Schnubiiii does not have that many forces. Actually wants to take a greedy third over here to the right-hand side. Has probably just misjudged the playstyle of Sitaska, thinking that Sitaska would only be going for a few links when actually were in the making. And yeah, 8 links now in production for Schnubiiii, as well as the Baneling Nest. Will eventually lose that hatchery. Hopefully she's going to cancel it. No, does not cancel it. Ooh, 300 minerals down the drain. And of course Sitaska's links already have speed, while speed still has to finish for Schnubiiii. But will so in just a few seconds here. Baneling Nest in the making, and here we can see how the Queen actually takes a lot more hits before she eventually goes down. Schnubiiii now has less links than her opponent. Most of the links of Schnubiiii are already dead. Sitaska now nibbling away at that Baneling Nest, and GG, quick 2-0 for Sitaska. And we're on Abyssal Reef for the third match, or for the third map in this best of 5. Spawning to the bottom right we have Schnubiiii, and to the top left it's Sitaska going for her extractor trick. While Schnubiiii is sending out her first Overlord. So after these 2 pretty heavy attacks, I'm pretty sure that Schnubiiii will go for a pool first once more. Sitaska, in the meantime, might actually make use of her metagame advantage, since she's already scared her opponent, pretty much. She might actually go greedy for a hatchery first, or she might have actually studied her opponent, knowing that she likes to go hatch first, or doing more kind of safe and passive builds, but no! Sitaska, not abusing the metagame, just goes for a typical 17-17, so which means gas on 17 supply, and then the spawning pool on 70 supply as well. So once the gas geyser pops, you send in a lot of drones, which will start mining gas, and then very early on you will have enough gas in order to build the speed for the links. So hatch being taken down here, while Schnubiiii has been taking for a little bit longer. So she will eventually have, or might eventually have, it depends on how the rest of the game plays out, she might eventually have the economical upper hand, but of course it won't really do her any good if she dies before that. So let's see if she will be able to hold and withstand the aggression of Sitaska this time around. So, supply block at 22 might actually help her a little bit here, since Sitaska now will not be able to produce as many units as she would actually like to. But of course it's only a minor problem here, since the lava that comes up in the meantime will not get wasted anyways. Okay, even doing another Vespine geyser trick here in order to really get out this supply, even though she does not have enough overlords. But now the next overlord pops and she will be free to produce a little bit more. So overlord comes in, sees that the hatch is not done while her own hatch is done, so she should be pretty aware that another heavy push is headed towards her. Let's see how she's going to react. No Baneling Nest so far, no more links. Actually, Schnubiiii heavily droning right now. Ooh, and they're the first few links move across the map. She has seen them on the minimap, but did she really look at that point in time? Now driving away that one Zergling that was across her map. Okay, and we have speed in the making as well. This time around her own speed will not be as much delayed as before, but it still will come in later. And again, she's going for early third base. Schnubiiii again being kind of greedy here. There's the Baneling Nest. I think she would have been better off with planting that down a little bit more early. Let's see if this actually is going to work out. So, Sitaska moves in, sees that the queen is in a good position and there are more links, so she retreats for now, but more and more links streaming across the map. Schnubiiii can actually see them because they run underneath this overlord. Seems as if she just moves back for a little bit, maybe just wants to trick Schnubiiii into thinking that she might turn back. Or maybe not. In the meantime, Sitaska taking a third base of her own. So it seems as if this time around she rather wants to play it a little bit more passively. while Schnubiiii might now actually produce more drones, but she is of course a little bit scared, knows that her opponent might actually move in, so 16 more lings in production, but of course that might even give her the opportunity to be a little bit aggressive herself with the heavy amount of lings. Now morphing in a few banelings, probably for safety reason, expecting Sitaska to come in with a lot of lings once more. Sitaska herself just morphing a lot of banelings will not be able to take out that hatchery with a lot of banelings, and there are also no workers over here yet. So it wouldn't really make sense in order to run in with the banelings, but of course you could just take the long route into the natural base. Schnubiiii just bringing one of the banelings over to the right hand side, but actually get a good connection here. Ooh, just passing by, how unfortunate. That could have actually worked out quite nicely there. So now the first baneling moving in, Schnubiiii just trying to micro as best as she can, trying to not lose too many lings to all of these banes, but yeah, actually surviving it kinda well. A few more lings streaming in, but Schnubiiii still has a lot of lings left and is producing even more. No production at Sitaska's base whatsoever. Yeah, another good baneling hit gets a lot of these lings by Schnubiiii, so Schnubiiii now has to wait before she can actually engage this over here, and in the meantime maybe her third base might fall. Okay, Schnubiiii just trying to get the lings with her baneling over here, just following, buying a lot of important time here so that her opponent will not be able to take out that third, and with the remaining lings incoming or the reinforcing links, sorry, incoming, she should be able to drive this away fairly easily. Has to be careful though not to run into these banelings once more. A nice little move there, trying to split some of these links towards, okay, losing 3 or 4 links is totally fine to those 2 banelings, but unfortunately in the meantime, it seems as if Sitaska has just barely been able to nibble away at that third base, will get it. And is even streaming in with more links over from the right-hand side, more and more links in production as well. Schnubiiii again seems to not have sufficient forces in order to stop her opponent from moving in, and now the banelingness will fall once more. GG, and Sitaska takes the series with a quick 3-0.